Now this is Hollywood Unlocked. What up, everybody? It's Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. I'm Jason Lee.
Yo, it's DJ Damage.
All right, cool. Melissa Ford still not back, but she's coming back soon. And
Yes.
let's get to it. So if you're listening
Come
to the
on.
show on iTunes, make sure you're also checking
Come
us out on
on.
Google Play, Spotify, iHeart, and you're watching us over at YouTube.
That's right.
So what you been up to?
Man, well, I just shot my first movie. It came out. It's called Endangered. Yeah, it was a short film, so that was really dope. Shot that before this whole quarantine thing, thank God. But that was a dope experience, so we just put that out. Shout out to Damn Right. Shout out to Aspire TV for airing that. And me and my son actually were in the film. So
Now, does he get a SAG credit?
He gets a SAG credit. It was dope. That's the first time I actually acted. No experience, no training. And it was dope to share that experience with my son. So it was really a good vibe. It was a good vibe.
Did you have a lot to remember, a lot of lines?
Yeah, we shot it all in 2 days. So it was a lot to kind of understand and understanding the role. And my biggest thing was I want to come off realistic. I don't want to just be in a film and it's that's nice you were in it. But I was telling people, give me some critical feedback. They was no, I think you did, for somebody that never acted before, did a good job.
So do you want to be a real actor? Do you want to be a serious actor? Is that your new passion?
I can't say it's my passion. It's something people have been telling me to do for a very long time. And
you could definitely lead the biopic of Merlin Santana.
I'm tired of that too, and I don't want to be in that film at all.
Why?
I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
You could bring him back to life.
No. Shout out to Merlin Santana's family and everything. I don't like being compared to somebody that's not here.
It's
too airy.
I'm gonna play Daddy Yankee at some point. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I definitely wouldn't want to watch a death scene, of course. But
that's the story, though.
Yeah, but
so when people say it to me, and they're like, "Oh, you remind me so much of him," I'm like, "I get it, guys," and shout out to him, but I'm good.
Well, that's a step up from calling you DJ Drama. I mean, he was beating his girlfriend, so
yeah.
All right. Well, listen. I would say that I believe in you enough to say that if you were to play that role, you could probably win an Emmy and be considered a real actor. It only takes one role.
Take one good role.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. I don't think anybody is trying to put that story together, but if Steve Harvey,
Will Packer.
Yes. Hello. Look, if y'all want to make it happen, holla at your boy. I'm down.
All right, cool. All right, well, listen, I've been sitting here at the house withering away. I just recently opened up about my weight loss. I'm down 34 pounds. I haven't lost a pound in 3 days, and I'm in a panic.
Don't worry, because in day 4, it's going to all shut off. You can what happened?
I know. I was like, let me go get some stool softener and drop 4 pounds. Why not? Fuck it. But I was looking at some of the criticism. A lot of you have said a lot of positive things, and I'm learning a lot about all of your journeys and the fact that this has been something that a lot of you people have had. But I did see one comment where a person said, "You took the easy route out." And I just have to say, getting your stomach cut out is not easy. In fact, it is very difficult, and it's life. There's implications that could cause real problems. So the fact that I had a successful surgery, listen, I'm proud of myself. And now you came to my house the other day. I'm now building a full gym. Your people still have not hit me back about is it a smart rack?
It's a Smith rack.
A Smith rack. See,
Smith machine. Yeah.
People, I don't know nothing about fitness. I'm just getting all the shit that looks like I will have a real gym, and then I'm going to run around and play on all of it. But yeah, I still am waiting on the Smith rack, and we're gonna get this fitness on over here. So I'm excited.
The easy way out. I'm trying to understand, how could anything be the easy way out? I'm just trying to understand the methodology of, okay, you get a surgery to lose weight, increase your health.
It's a reset for sure.
I'm trying to understand the point of saying it's the easy way out.
I just think that some people are just not happy. And I would say to anybody out there, because a lot of you have had different procedures and some of you much more aggressive than me, and some of you still thinking about it. And some of you said you even found the courage to do it because I told you I did it. Do you, boo. Do motherfucking you. And if whatever you can do can save your life, because I ain't gonna lie, I caught up one of my sisters and said, "Bitch, you got 90 days to lose weight or you're going to Houston with me." and I'm gonna pay for it because I just feel like everybody should do whatever it takes to save their life and to live a healthier life. People don't remember. I don't know if you probably,
Mhm.
because you've been out here for a while. You met Q from World Star.
Yeah.
I text Q the day before he died. We were talking about him coming on this show. We talked about sharing each other's content and supporting one another. And then the next morning, he was dead. And I'm telling you, folks, like your life, your health, it's really all you got. Take advantage of every opportunity you can to
Exactly.
change it.
Because I'm just wondering if somebody was on drugs and they went to rehab, would they go, "Oh, you took the easy way out because you didn't sit at home and deal with the addiction"? Like this is health. It's bigger than what people want to make it to be. It's bigger than vanity. It's about living a long life, a long, successful life. So, yeah, the easy way out. Who cares? I'm trying to get out.
Let me explain to you. Everybody that says that, here are the few things that you can no longer do. You could never go through a drive through. That's the easy way to get your fries. Those
Yeah.
of you who say that, you can never take the freeway. You need to take the streets because that's the faster way to get to your destination.
You should
Those,
never use a treadmill
like,
because
yeah,
that's the easy way. You should go outside and run down the damn street,
or
right?
just walk to the nearby city and then walk back. Okay, like some people are just so dumb, but
It's kind of that's it's low key kind of stupid. You
yeah,
can't.
but I feel great. I'm taking it one day at a time. A lot of you are focused on, being able to tell that I lost weight in the physical, and that's great. I'm literally paying attention to my inside,
Mhm.
making sure I'm keeping my heart strong, making sure I'm keeping my lungs strong, making sure that I'm not getting blood clots, making sure I'm taking my vitamins. Like I'm
You know
focused on that.
what? That doesn't sound easy to upkeep that.
It's not. It's definitely a
To
full
not
time
get
job.
blood clots. I'm just saying.
Yeah, scary thought. Ooh, that sounds so easy.
That's the easy
You're
one.
just sitting around clotting around. The fuck. Anyway, I still love all of you. Mwah. All right, so there's a lot going on, and I have to tell you
Hmm.
that there's this video surfacing of
Okay.
Kim Kardashian. She went to go visit Kanye in Wyoming, and she was crying. She was sad. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know where the cameraman how they found them and how that was set up. It's kind of
Yeah.
speculatory, but she was crying, and then she was seen flying back by herself.
Uh huh.
And then yeah, so I hope everything's going well with them.
I'm sure it's all fine. Like these people are so rich, we don't have to ever see them. So I feel like when we see them for a reason. For us to know that she went somewhere, pictures of her coming back. I'm sure this is a part of a bigger play for them, and God bless them because they have that kind of leverage to make that happen.
On the next season of Coming Up with the Kardashians.
Like the
Not
Kardashians,
not keeping up, coming up with the
yeah,
Kardashians.
they don't have to be seen. Like I'm seeing pictures in cars and no tent. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like this whole narrative that we're getting, the fact that we even get this narrative is like whatever makes sense for them. But I do wish them to have a happy marriage or whatever the fuck is going on. But
So
I don't
would
know.
you be able to be in a relationship with somebody that had bipolar disorder?
I don't. I don't. I don't know because it's like at what point do you control them? Because sometimes I feel like if I had somebody that was as off the rails as Kanye, I would want to lock them up. And that's not right. You can't do that to somebody.
Hmm.
Even if you think it's for their better good, you can't take somebody and shove them in a room like you can't move. No, especially when throughout this sickness, throughout his whole life, he's been successful. It's worked for him. It's worked for the music, the clothing. So it's like he got something to it. So it's like it's a crazy balance of do I stop them from being them? Do I protect them from themselves? But you gotta let them come to that on their own.
Mm. Well, listen, speaking of bipolar disorder, coming up on our next episode, actress Jennifer Lewis, who's one of
Yeah.
the fan favorite episodes here at Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, she's going to be on the show. She talked a lot about that in her book, Mother of Black Hollywood, and actually inspired me to write my book. And I think that, when Kanye was doing his thing, I was saying, my mother had bipolar disorder, and for people
Mm.
that don't live with a person that has that illness, it is a difficult thing. I will say that I personally would not want to go into a relationship with somebody that has it. Not to say that I don't think that you shouldn't love people who have things. Like I was on a call yesterday with somebody, and we were kind of like we're getting to know each other, and we were talking about like, what are your views on marriage? What are your views on having kids? What are your views on richer or for poor or better for
Mm-hmm.
worse? I feel like I will stay with you if things get for better or for worse, but I will not
Mm-hmm.
get with you when things are worse. And I will not get with you. If you have shit that's going to come in and complicate my life and my stability, I don't want nobody enough to want them with that. And
Mm-hmm.
people can attack me and say whatever you want, but think about it. If you meet somebody and you're on a date getting to know them and you find out they have bipolar disorder and it's a real aggressive form of bipolar disorder with mania and all that other stuff, I'm not saying that you don't love them or care for them, but if you welcome that into your world, then guess what? Like Kim, when she welcomed Kanye into her world, you got to ride the motherfucking storm then. And you just have to be willing to do that. And I'm not strong enough, having had a mother like
Yeah.
that, to do it.
And it's also like, where's that person at in that journey? Are they taking their medicine? Are they like on the fence where it's like, yeah, but I don't like taking my meds. I think it control. You got to figure out what kind of path they on with the illness, because that's another thing. It's like, yeah, you can have something, but if you're taking care of yourself, if you're on top of it, you're being responsible, maybe I could deal with that. But if you want them people like, nah, sometimes I like to go a few months off. It's like, okay, I don't know what that looks like.
Stay over there on La Brea. Don't come over here because I don't have time for that. And it really is like you have to have patience and you have to have understanding
Mm-hmm.
and forgiveness and the ability to empathize like in the midst of their storm. And I don't have it in me. I don't want the perfect person, but I don't want that. And I don't want, and I mean, like, let's just be honest. Like, there's other things that people can have that I don't want to, but if I say it, then they'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe!" Like, I'm not going to go on a date with you if you have Tourette syndrome. I'm not,
Do
because
people with Tourette's date?
yes, I met somebody on Instagram.
Uh huh.
Do they date?
I'm
You're
serious. No,
I met
seriously.
somebody on Instagram, beautiful ass person from I don't even know what fucking country, maybe Paris or something. His whole face was tattooed. He has tattoos over his entire face. And we were texting and everything was great. And then we exchanged WhatsApp. And then I was like, yo, I'm going to video you. He was like, okay, but I want to warn you. I have Tourette syndrome and it's really bad. And I was like, okay, well, it can't be that bad. So I FaceTimed him and it was really bad. Like it was like we couldn't even really have a conversation.
That's
And
sad.
and so although I didn't date the person, I became friendly with the person because I was like,
Yeah.
like I empathize with them and I want to support them and I want to do all that as a friend. But
Mm-hmm.
I just because it was just too much. And I will if I get with you and you develop Tourette syndrome, I may stay with you.
Okay.
Maybe. But
But you're not coming to the game once the game's already over.
I'm not coming into the game with that. No, because what if we go out and you start yelling like we're on a plane and you start yelling bombs like now we're both banned from flying. Like that's not happening.
Now we both banned.
No.
No, I mean, a lot of those things are tough, and salute to the people that have those illnesses and the people that take care of them, people that help them, because that's some
It's
real
a job,
shit.
yeah, for real.
That's some real shit.
And I'll say this, like I did not love my mother enough when she was alive to understand her bipolar disorder. It was
Mm.
very disruptive. It was very aggressive. It was very abusive. And to me, on the surface, you're just mom. I mean, of course, later on, as I became understanding of it all, it was like, okay, I could empathize with her, but I ain't gonna forget the shit. I still felt some type of way, but like in the midst of it, I wasn't one of those people that like my sister was very patient and understanding and all that. I wasn't like that, and still to this day, probably not. Um, well, anyway, so the Ellen DeGeneres show. Did you hear Ellen's under fire?
Yeah, so she's under fire for discrimination and mistreatment of employees, right?
Yeah, I've heard that Ellen was a mean girl for
Mm-hmm.
years. So it's kind of interesting that it's starting to trickle out. And this is probably because the shows, people probably had to be reduced because of COVID or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think of Ellen being a mean girl? Like, do you see that or is
I
that,
see it.
do you?
Yo, when I watch her interview, she looks like she's just old. It looked like, and her eyes, maybe because I did a little TV before, I could tell she's ready to be over the show. Like
Really?
even when she sits down with big celebrities, I watched one with her and Kevin Hart. Like the jokes are there, but it's like it's forced. I don't know if she's tired. I don't know if she doesn't want to
I
do
mean,
it
she's in
anymore.
her 60s, so
Yeah, I don't know if it's just too much, and maybe that's where the mistreatment comes from, where it starts from one problem, then it starts trickling down. Now you're talking to people like shit because you don't want to do the job. But I can see it in her face. Like the Ellen I used to watch on TV, I'm not getting that same. It's like forced to me.
Well, listen, a memo went out from Warner Brothers Pictures or Warner Brothers or from Warner Media to all the staff because of the toxic work environment. So now there's a full-fledged investigation.
Damn.
And the crazy part is, Ellen, you were a whole lesbian that the world didn't accept. And then finally you got accepted. And then your little butchy evil elf ass had the audacity to be a toxic queen. Like, this is the thing that makes
Her
me
evil
mad.
elf.
This is the thing that makes me mad. Well, she does. If you put us side by side by one of Santa's little helpers and Ellen, you tell me they ain't related. I don't give a fuck what you say. And then so here we come. Here you get the world to accept you being a lesbian,
Uh-huh.
you know, and you tell your little story, and then you get Michelle Obama to go push up with you, and you get Oprah and all this and that. And behind the scenes, you're treating the people like shit. Now I get it. I run a tight ship at Hollywood Unlocked. And there's probably people in the Hollywood Unlocked graveyard that are saying, "Man, fuck him. He treated me like shit." But there's a distinct difference between like creating an environment where you make people do smell tests before they come in your office or telling them that they can't look at you. Matter of fact, next time, Adam, when you come to my house, I'm gonna say, "Do not look at me." Like, who would say that to somebody
An
who?
insecure person.
What's
That's who
what's
says
she
shit like
insecure
that.
about? She's rich. She got a woman.
Yo, projecting. You think about that.
She
I
needs some
smell
dick.
it.
She needs some dick. A little dick could cure you, Ellen. I'm just like, I know.
I don't.
Maybe you let, you know, maybe you let Jamie Foxx come over and beat it up on a weekend. I
You
don't
think her
know.
and Jamie could be like a? You think that's her type? Who would like
She
Ellen?
just needs somebody that can lay some pipe. And
Yeah,
Jamie,
who
I
would beat
saw
it
your
down?
picture. Saw your
I don't
picture,
know.
Jamie. I think Jamie could beat it down. He likes white women. Remember, he was with
This is true.
what's the girl's name? Who is he with? Katie Holmes. Yes,
Katie Holmes.
yes, yes,
Okay, I can
yes.
see
So
that. Maybe I
you could
can't
see
see.
Jamie and Ellen.
No, I can't see it. I'm trying to go with you though. I'm trying to see where you're taking me. I'm trying to go there. I'm visual. I can't see it.
Not
But
you,
I
you
think
can't see Jamie holding Ellen from the back.
no, no, sir. I can't see.
You can't see Ellen missionary style with Jamie Foxx on top of her, piping her down. You couldn't see that.
Okay,
Maybe,
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 maybe.
maybe if you dressed up like Wanda.
She dressed up like Wanda.
Remember Wanda from Living Color with the
Yeah,
blonde
I could.
wig?
You know, I mean, if it was on Pornhub and it came up on my homepage,
No, we not don't do
I would
not
click on it.
disrespect.
I'd be like, Jamie and Ellen, let's see what's going on real quick. You know how you skim through it? I would
Actually,
skim through it and press a little bit,
actually,
like, go to the end.
actually, Ellen, you should let Trippy Red hit it.
Come on, that's just random.
No, but she needs new energy. Like he's
She needs
young,
that energy.
he's demonic looking, she's demonic looking. Like we can put those two together, and
Bruh.
you know,
I think all this is coming from insecurity. It don't matter how much money you got, you could be insecure as fuck.
August Alsina. Now there we go.
You
That's
like
an
to entangle that.
entanglement that I want to
There you
see.
go. Entanglements.
All right. Well, anyway, shout out to everybody on Ellen's set that feels some type of way. Please feel free to DM Hollywood Unlocked any stories of what you've experienced, any videos, text messages,
Uh-huh.
or anything like that, because we're here to help shed a light on the world. And to Ellen, if COVID is ever over soon and you bring your show back, I want you to ignore everything I just said because I do want to come on your show.
Yeah, I'm like,
You know? Yeah, but
you
I
got
mean,
another book that's going to drop. You want to go in there, Ellen, and spit some game?
yeah, I mean, I don't hate Ellen. I'm just saying you said she looks evil.
No, I didn't. You
You didn't?
said that. No.
I thought you said
Stop projecting.
I thought you said you could look at her little beady eyes
No.
and you didn't say that?
I said it looks like she's over the show.
Oh, well,
You said she looks demonic.
I never said that.
Okay.
I said she looks like an elf.
Okay.
Okay. A cute elf.
Okay.
And you know
she's a
what?
cute elf.
And to children, Ellen, cute elves are cute. So this is no shade.
But we're both grown as fuck, Jason.
This reminds me of an episode of Little Fires Everywhere. Not for anything other than the title, because I feel like there's so many fires around what I've said, especially the fact that Ellen would never be laying missionary position to Jamie Foxx, ravaging her vagina the way August did Jada.
Oh
All right.
my God. This vivid breakdown. Thank you.
So your president was not invited to throw the pitch,
Mhm.
but said he was, and then that he canceled because he had more important things to do, like COVID-19. But now they say he never got invited. What is wrong with this idiot?
Trump just want to be down at this point. I was watching him talk about Dr. Fauci. Is that his name?
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, Fauci. He was talking about all the great stuff that, Fauci does and how everybody reveres him. He's like, but he works for our administration. Why don't you guys like me like you like him? And it's like I think he's at a point where he's such an outcast, he's ready to find some acceptance. Like I think he officially now feels lonely.
I would
It
pay
took
to
him a
see.
while.
I would pay to see Jamie Foxx hitting Donald Trump from the back.
No. But you gotta remember, Donald Trump before all of this was very popular and very mixy. So I feel like after a while, it's getting to him that people aren't really fucking with him like that.
I would pay to see Ellen hitting Donald Trump from the back with a
Can we
strap on.
stop talking about
All right,
this?
no, but listen, I think his
The sexual
infatuation. I think
matchup.
his infatuation with Fauci is sick because Fauci just threw the ball at a game. Now, the funny part was Fauci threw the worst curveball ever. But then they were like, "Is this the COVID chart? Are we bending the curve?" Like they were making jokes. I'm like, "You fucking idiots! No, the curve is still going up. Fauci just can't throw because he's hella old.
50 Cent threw a little pitch that was fucked up too. So it ain't
Did
because
he
of
really?
age. 50 threw one of the worst pitches I've ever seen.
Did he throw like a girl?
It was just the aiming. We haven't probably threw baseball since we was kids and shit. The aiming was just so off. You don't know how hard it is to throw a damn baseball until you go out there as a 40-year-old man, 30-year-old man trying to just throw some
I'm
shit.
42 and I can throw a ball.
Can you?
Yes.
All right, we're going to see.
I was watching these young guys at the beach the other day throwing a football, and I wanted to say, you guys throw like some bitches. Like,
So you play sports.
no, I mean, I don't play sports, but I fucked around with enough athletes to have watched them do their job. You know what I mean? It's like if you date somebody that works at Chipotle, you better know how to roll a mean ass fucking burrito.
Damn, I might have to date a little joint that worked at Chipotle because I want some of that little guac situation going on in the
Let me tell
crib.
you something. Oh, let me tell you about these bitches in the guac. When I would go to Chipotle, I can't eat Chipotle now. I can barely even bite a tuna fish or an egg, and then I'm fucking full, right? But the
Mhm.
days of Chipotle, I would go and I'd be like, "Can you add some guac?" And the bitch would give me this much guac, and I'm like, "Now you know damn well you're gonna charge me $2.59
That sucks for
for
you.
this.
That
No,
sucks
you
for
need
you.
to put the bigger fucking ladle in that shit and lay my guac down." Those of you listening, you know you've been through that shit.
And shout out to everybody at Chipotle because every time I go, they fill me up with the guac.
Mm.
They
And if
load
you're
me up. Shout out to the ladies. They take care. Oh, you want another? Yes, thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Well, why you not giving me guac? Because you think I don't need no more protein? So you were discriminating against me the whole time. Oh,
They
I
were
hope.
taking care of your health. They was
Yeah,
paying it
yeah,
forward.
yeah. Well, I ain't got no stomach now, bitch. But look, let me just say this. When the new Jason is out, and I see you in the comments saying, "Oh my God, he's gonna be a problem." Oh yeah, bitch, you're right. And you're gonna sign up for the problematic newsletter because that's where my
The
OnlyFans
problematic newsletter.
That's where my OnlyFans invite is going to be sent. That's
Oh
where it's
God.
all going down. I'm telling you, I'm already starting to put my shit together. My birthday trip to the Virgin Islands, I have some beautiful people coming. Yes, there will be workout videos. They will be halfway naked. I will not be because I ain't there yet. Still under construction.
Can we talk about how I could invite somebody to your birthday shindig?
Yeah, but these are not my pieces. These are, well, I kind of got, well,
See, I knew it. I
Well,
knew
well,
it.
that was Sam that showed up on the shore yesterday. I wasn't looking for it. It's just now, I'm getting all these proposals. I'm like, oh, I'm about to be snacked up. So okay, you all want me. No, you have to let me get to my full out uh I have to become my full new self
Mhm.
before I start taking in marriage proposals because I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's out there yet.
You trying to keep your options open?
Yeah, I'm in a few different countries right now, figuring things out. There's one person in America right now that has my eye, and
It's
there's
like a draft. He's scouting.
I
You
should
on your
have
scout?
I should have raffle tickets, huh?
Yeah.
No, but all jokes aside, I did talk to somebody about
Mm.
marriage and kids and all those kind of things, and who knows what the future holds. But I just can't imagine having a kid upstairs saying, "Dad, I want some noodles." Like, nigga, go get them.
They will go get him. My son get all his own shit. He get me stuff.
How old is your son?
7.
I want mine to do it at 2.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. But they're so adorable at 2, and they be eating everything and they climbing through everything. They're just a terror. You're gonna love it.
Shout out to
They're
Keisha
gonna fuck your
Cole.
kitchen up.
Shout out to Keisha Cole, whose kid just turned. I think he just turned one,
Oh wow.
and he's so fucking cute, Tobias. I would kidnap him and take him in my house. There's a
Can't
kid
say that.
there's a kid. Well, I wouldn't kidnap Keisha Cole's kid. She knows that. But I just saw this other kid whose parent got kidnapped or something, and her kid got left alone. And so we posted the photo on Hollywood Unlocked. I said, "Oh my god, I would, adopt this kid." And people were like, "Please don't send him to Jason's home. He needs a good home." I'm like, "What the fuck do you
Damn.
think I got over here?" People are crazy. Jason with kids.
They trying to start a petition so you can't have no kids at your crib.
Yeah, so
That's fucked
crazy.
up. But
Meanwhile, half their kids need to be taken away. How about that? Where's Dyfus at in your neighborhood?
hey. I still think it's fucked up that you said I couldn't bring somebody to your birthday
Well,
extravaganza
I'm not about
at
to
the
be sitting there in the kitchen eating a plantain while some bimbo's bouncing on your lap that you're probably never going to talk to again.
You
Damn it!
never know that. I might be trying to bring something to find love there, Jason. Help me, help me.
No,
Okay.
we'll take a separate. We'll take a couple's trip to
Some
Mexico.
bimbo.
To Mex.
Why she gotta be a bimbo?
I mean, because like you're an actor now, like you might have your little bimbo shades on, looking for your little, you know what I mean? Okay, so there's a lot of women who like you here at the show. What type of woman do you want? So maybe they could slide in your DM. Like, do you like a
Okay.
woman? Do you like a woman that busts it open and sends it to you in your DM?
Nah, I ain't mad at it though. But I don't know if you're gonna get. I don't know if you're gonna get wifed up from it. But I'm not mad at it, so I'm open.
So
I'm
you'll
open.
so
I'm a
you'll
receiver. I like to receive.
so you'll that's what he said. So you'll peek at the photo, but you won't date that. That's not gonna be like your that's not gonna be legend stepmother.
Nah, that's not happening. Not when you bust it up. If I see your pussy before I see your face, then I don't know if I should. Like I'm introducing.
But what if
I
it's
seen the lips.
what if it's a pretty pussy though?
She get a double tap. I put a heart on it. You know, you
Would
put
you
that little pop, pop.
if a female slid in your DM sending you
Uh-huh.
her pussy, would you hit?
Ooh, not. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't need a visual of just your cat. That's a lot for me. Like just the cat. Put the cat and ass together. Give me a combo. Cat, ass, stomach, cat. Like I just the cat. Like zoomed in. I'm cool. Like
So you-
that's just a
so
lot to
what if
take
she
on.
send you the cat in the litter box? Now I'll tell you, I'm allergic to cat for real, and this is like no joke. I'm allergic to cat, like kitty cat, like meow. I'm allergic to cats.
Mhm.
That's why I knew I was supposed to be gay. But I will say, women be in my DMs every day talking about, yo, man, like, what's up? I'm like, not a motherfucking
Oh, they be
thing.
trying. They try to turn you.
Oh, they try to give it to me all the time. I'm like, girl, you should have caught me like
So
22 years ago.
Jason, it's not ever a woman that you seen you was like,
No. Well, I
yeah.
will say I did tell Rihanna she would be the one I would fuck her.
Mm. So
But
you, so
and I
you,
but
you
I
got,
told
you got, you got a little.
but
You
I
felt
told
a little something inside when you seen her.
but I told Rihanna that. Yeah, because she gives you that like I'm a nigga, but I'm a beautiful, soft smelling chick, and then I got money and I'm a
Mhm.
boss. She gives you this, it's a crazy mix where you like, I could drink a couple shots and knock that off. But I would say, like, if I was to fuck Rihanna, we would then have to be together because she's so fucking dope that if she left me, like, if she left a couple $100 bills on the table and said, I got to get back to Savage Fenty, I'd be like, bitch, I don't know where you're going, but you need to bring your ass the fuck back. Because when she hugs you, she leaves her scent on you, and you like,
I
but
asked you about that scent.
I've never loved anybody where they've hugged me and I've walked around smelling myself all day just so I could smell them.
That's
But I
that's
but I
that's
did
money.
Riri. Yeah.
Okay, so Rihanna, that's the one that do it for you. That's good to see your type. Okay, you like them brown skin,
I love Rihanna. And you know
tall.
what? I cannot wait until we become friends because it's happening. I'm manifesting it. I just want to, I just want to walk around and smell her all day.
And nobody else besides Rihanna does it for you.
Nope.
That's a woman.
Mm-mm. And
Nobody.
now these guys are like this whole like let's have a threesome, me, you, and a girl. For what? For what? What we gonna do? So she could run and tell. So she could run and be like whatever she. No, 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 no. But I'm soon to be off the market. New body, new me, new love. I love myself first, then I'm gonna fall in
Do
love.
do you feel like with this transformation you going through, that you might not teeter back into the old Jason that wanted to have a few.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying I'm gonna be a thought. I don't see it.
Oh yeah, you don't see. Look, okay, look down as he said it.
No, somebody's texting me.
You seen something?
I don't see it.
All
No, but
right,
I think me and you both want to find that special somebody that
we are.
that has a twinkle in their eye for us.
We looking, y'all.
That
We
twinkle.
looking. This is the time. If y'all gonna shoot your shot, you shoot it now.
Better get it now, because I'm telling you, once I see a triple ab shot down here, I don't know what's gonna happen. I may do the show in shades.
You used to do the show in shades too. Where the shades been at?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so tired of looking for things in this house. I really feel like I get robbed every time I move. I'm like, where my cell
Mm,
phones go? Where my computer at?
that's
Like,
real.
but whatever. All right, so Megan the Stallion went live. She's finally resurfaced, hair
Mm-hmm.
done, makeup done, iced the fuck out.
Yes, she was.
Telling, I guess she really didn't respond. I guess she was responding to all the hate and the love that she's been getting online about being shot in the feet by Tory Lanez. She said she had surgery in both feet. Did you catch the live?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. It was a long live. I think she did it for her fans. I think her fans just want to know if she cool, is she all right? Because she got a huge fan base. She's really, I'm not gonna say she's at the peak of her career, but she's at a really big moment. So the fans kind of want to know, like, you all right, Megan? We don't really hear
Well,
from you.
what did you think about the live?
I thought it was sad. I thought when you were talking about how mixy she was, I didn't really understand what you were trying to say. But when I watched the live and she talked about the loss of her mom and how she's still dealing with that, I was like, that's probably explaining why she's so all over the place, because she's not dealing with it well, maybe. It takes time. You lost a parent. So that's probably why she's out here being so accessible to people, turning up, getting drunk. She's suppressing the real issue. So then I started seeing what you were saying about she's just being so mixy, and I'm starting to put this together. I'm like, no, Jason was right, and this is why.
Mhm.
She's really dealing with this travesty of losing her mom. Her mom was a young mom. Her mom was also a rapper. Her mom super influenced her, used to go to all the interviews. And that's a big loss,
Mhm.
to a superstar. You're at the top of your career, and your mom, the person that rooted for you the whole time, is not there with you. So I
Yeah,
can't even imagine what she's going through. So the
yeah.
shit made me kind of sad when she would talk about her mom and start crying. It did, like, it made me sad.
Yeah, I felt her on that part, and I think that I'm glad that she. First, let me say that I'm glad that she's safe. I'm glad that she finally feels. Um, I think she's getting it. I think
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's young and she's really super nice. Again, I can't say. I haven't met her several times. I met her. I think I met her once. I've talked to her on the phone a couple times, FaceTime, whatever. She's a nice person. If you look at her Instagram, she's extremely likable, and I think that when you become the hot girl, this industry does suck you into wanting to
Mm-hmm.
soak up your energy and your space because you're the hot girl. I don't think we need to know that Beyonce sent her a note and flowers. I don't think we need to know that Rihanna sent her a note and flowers. I think at this point is she's dragging it. I think you've been shot. You're healing. You're safe.
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez is probably going to get deported, and we don't know his side of the story yet. Not that there is a side that would make any sense to shooting a female or shooting anybody, but I do think she's dragging it at this point. And I also don't like her new ego that I'm seeing. Like, people have said that she's had this ego before. I've never seen it. I've always seen sweet dope Meg. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that she's so defensive about people talking about it. Guess what, darling? You're a celebrity. People are going to talk about you. You want to be the hot girl. You're the hot girl, so you're the hot topic. And I don't know about everybody else talking about, 50 Cent making jokes with memes and all that dumb shit, but he's a troll. That's what he does. He does dumb shit to get attention, and we keep giving it to him. But I'm saying specifically to you, you cannot be mad that people like us or anybody is talking about what's happening. Number one, we still don't know, why did Tory shoot you? I mean, I know because I told you. Why did Tory shoot you? Why were you with Tory? Why were you not at home during COVID? Why were you out hanging out? Why were you sloppy drunk? Why did you beat him up? What made you beat him up? And why didn't you come out sooner? But why do we know about Beyonce sending her a letter? I just feel like now we're clout chasing, and now it's just, and my opinions come off as being a hater. I like Megan the Stallion, but I have a
Mm-hmm.
job to do. And if Megan doesn't understand that, or her fans don't, I couldn't give a fuck, because this is what I do. And so I pray that Megan gets the type of energy around her from a
Hmm.
selected few that reflect the energy she gives people. She's very warm, she's very sweet, she's very nice, and that is who I hope Meg stays as,
Yeah.
because we need that in this industry where you can have a superstar or a rising superstar, or somebody who has talent and who has the culture and who's a rising star, stay humble and stay sweet, because the world needs more of that. And that, I think, is her gift and what I think makes her special.
No, I agree with you. I think the reason Meg has this ego is this is the first time I've seen, just from the outside looking in, where she had to deal with all these criticisms about what's going on in her personal life. And when it comes to social media, people always big Meg up. Even for her being a tall girl or whatever, they're always showing her love. They're always trying to twerk like her. And now she's on the other side of it. I think every superstar goes through that. Everybody that's in the public light. It's like, oh, we all celebrate you. Now you're on the other side where you're going to catch these jokes.
Yeah.
And it's a learning experience. It's like, yeah, you're not above it. Everybody's going to get it.
Sometimes you shut the fuck up and you call people who can mentor you or guide you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She also said something about she was thankful that the people close to her aren't out telling her business. Darling, that's not true. I'm not going to spill that tea because I just don't think it's necessary. But there are people around you sharing your tea. There are people telling your tea. There's a reason why I know that Kylie Jenner put you out her house. There's a lot more I know that I'm not going to drop yet. But again, I think that's why people don't really challenge my tea, because they know, and they know people call me and tell me things. And the thing that's so sad about this is that I believe that, at least from what I saw on the live, that Megan has not yet humbled herself enough to not give a fuck about the criticism. Beyonce
Yeah.
gets attacked. People call Beyonce fat. She's old. She didn't have her baby. She's this.
Right.
Beyonce ain't never going to give you a response.
And I think that's the her being still a new artist. That's also her being a young woman all overall. This is her environment. She grew up in this environment of social media and clapping back and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like to some degree she's done a good job because she hasn't said but so much. She came out and snapped at Drea, but I feel like she could have really went on a rampage at that point. So I feel like she's trying to do the best she can. But like I was saying, everybody goes through this. You're not always going to be celebrated. You're going to be both. When you're a celebrity, when people love you, they're going to love to hate you. They're going to love to love you. And it might change every other day. You
And,
can't compete with that.
and sometimes it has nothing to do with you.
No.
Now, let me just take a minute to say, Tori, you're canceled for sure. I'm not canceling you. You shot Megan the Stallion. I don't even know why you shot her. Well, no, sorry, I do know why you shot her. But meaning, like, I don't know why you thought that it was okay to pull out a gun and shoot her. But you're not even a citizen of the United States. And no matter how much I like you, because I do actually like you personally, like I told everybody, you grew on me during COVID, you grew on me
Mhm.
during Black Lives Matter. I want to talk to you at some point, because in terms of an interview, because I think you're very interesting. But like, you're not even from our country, and you came here and used a firearm and hurt somebody, and you're probably going to get deported. You're probably going to get banned from the country. And it's during COVID-19. You shouldn't even been out in the streets anyway. You should have been doing club quarantine radio.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting case because I know he got locked up and he's out on bail for the guns, but I don't know if his case has been elevated or whatever to actual assault with a deadly weapon. Did you see anything about that?
Um,
Because
well,
I feel like he's not being charged for the assault. I think it's just him having the firearm.
well, that's maybe why she doesn't want to share details, because she doesn't want to be a snitch. Because if she tells, she's a snitch. She wouldn't be a snitch because she's a victim. But I also think a lot of those tears is her realization that she's now a victim of domestic violence.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the fucked up part. And I think that's the part that hurts her the worst, that she don't want to come out and say to people, like, stop making a joke of this. Well, she did. I think that's why she clapped back at Drea. But beyond Drea, she's now coming to the realization that she's a victim of domestic violence, and that, what all that means. And I will say that, I
I
don't,
think she's still protecting him.
yeah. And I think that sends the wrong message to women.
Because
Um,
remember she put that message out the first time when she was like, black women are protected. What we go through to protect y'all. And I feel like, and I have to check on this, but I don't feel like Tory Lane's case is about an assault. It's about just having a gun. So
Yeah.
I feel like she's probably not saying anything.
But it doesn't matter whether he shot her or not. If you commit a felony or
Yeah,
a crime in this country, and you'll lose your visa. So
no, absolutely.
he's probably going to get deported.
But I think that's interesting if she is protecting him. That's very interesting.
I think it's interesting. I think it's also bad advisement if she's being advised. Meg, if you were a victim of domestic violence, you need to own it. You need to own that you're a victim, and you also need to, for the young women that are following you, not make excuses and not protect the person that hurt you. Damn, I
Mm.
didn't even think about that just until this show. Damage. So
Yeah, because
now you didn't gave me a whole new conversation.
hello.
Mm.
I was looking at that. I'm like, we're never really. Anyway,
So
there it is.
what else is going on?
It's a lot going on. So we got the homegirl Doja Cat now.
Wait. What you say?
Your girl Doja Cat.
Not
You
my
know
girl.
Doja Cat.
It's not my girl.
That's your homegirl.
It's not my homegirl.
Well, y'all both.
She's an art. She's an artist who we've talked about at Hollywood Unlocked.
So she revealed she contracted COVID-19, but after she like kind of mocked the severity of COVID-19, so it's kind of ironic. Now Doja Cat, she had this rant. She was like, "Bitch, I'm not scared of coronavirus or a motherfucking beer version of that shit. I'm gonna get a Corona. I'm gonna get a basically making fun of the coronavirus, saying she's gonna get another beer or
So,
whatever."
just for the record, almost 200,000 Americans have died of coronavirus. Families have
Mm.
been affected. My uncle Sonny just died from coronavirus. It's a real thing. It's a pandemic that we're all living through. It's people are losing their houses, their lives, their cars, their families. They're losing everything, and she thought it was a joke. I just say that because I think Doja Cat is a complete fucking idiot, and I'm sick and tired of people making dumb people famous. Please spare me when she's a female, because if you put Doja Cat or you put Tory Lanes, you put whoever on the table right now that's doing dumb fuck shit, I'm gonna have an opinion about it. She's like, the fact that she's still in our conversations is crazy. But now she done caught the COVID.
She caught the COVID. That's what happens when you talk shit like that. First of all, some of y'all artists need to stay off social media. Y'all just say the dumbest shit. Like, I don't understand the. Maybe it's a rush. I think it's a rush. I need to look up some type of studies. When you get on this phone and do this on live, it has to be some kind of rush because I see people on live and it's one person there, and that's me because I clicked it by mistake. And I'm like, why are you on live? And it's just me and you. That's a FaceTime. There's some kind of rush that goes on when people go on live and they know people are watching them.
Is that Opie on your shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Opie, by the way. That was like my favorite character when I was a kid. Let me just say, it's also a mixture of that and not having real people around you. Like, I love that I have a team around me that, I mean, I may go off left sometimes or I may do something crazy.
Not
But
you.
but one, that's my brand. That's like who my brand is. That's not necessarily always who I am, but it is who my brand is. So they have to gauge when the brand that goes left has
Mhm.
gone too far left. And sometimes they don't get it, but for the most part, like, we always circle back and say, what do you think? Do you think I went too far, or do you think that was too crazy, or what do you think?
Mhm.
I'm sure people are going to say, all right, Jason, you shouldn't say that you want to see Caitlyn Jenner bang out Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe that was a little too inappropriate. I don't know. But I'm learning, by getting the blowback, no pun intended, uh, from
Stop.
saying things. And I just feel like Doja Cat, if you really want to be taken serious as an artist, forget that you dress up like a cow. Forget all of your rolling around in the bed antics with the white people talking about calling them niggers and all that. Okay, you've done things in the past. We've all done things in the past that we don't like.
Mhm.
Uh, and yes, I did judge you, even though my own shit came back. But it is what it is. I will say, like, just focus on the fucking music. Drea, you sell mint swim. You sell bikini tops. Shut the fuck up on a podcast about Megan the fucking Stallion. And the fact that Rihanna dropped Drea and sent Megan a
Did she
package,
drop? Did she drop her?
that's the rumor, because they responded and said, we're fully aware of what happened.
No shit.
Rihanna's a savage. Rihanna is sitting up in her castle with her margarita like, this bitch. You know what I mean? Because like Rihanna's really not with the fuck shit, so I'm sure she dropped her.
Well, that's fucked up. I think that's just a rumor. Is that true? True? We don't know.
If it's in the streets, it's true.
Hey, that's one way to look at it.
All right. Well, Doja Cat. So, do you still like Doja Cat?
No. No. I
I mean,
always thought she was a dope songwriter. I never was like really into her music, but now I'm good. I just feel like she needs a hug. Like she keeps going on social media to find some kind of weird attention. Somebody get that girl a hug, a tight
Doja
hug.
Cat. They're gonna Carrie Hilson you, and let me tell you what that means.
Uh-oh.
Carrie Hilson is a dope songwriter who came out to become an artist, and then she went after Beyonce. And then, as a result of coming for Beyonce, she got put back behind the scenes. They're going to do that to you, okay? If you continue, you're doing this. By the way, there's a video on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
called Carrie Hilson Who.
Damn.
It's 10 years old, but it's the funniest video on YouTube. Carrie Hilson Who. Go watch it. Come back here and comment and tell me what you think. I'm telling you right now, you're going to die hysterically. I still die right now. Like, it's funny.
That's messed up. Carrie also got a lot of talent too, and she fine as shit.
No, she's
but
beautiful.
she is fine.
She's
Still
beautiful.
fine.
And she fucked Serge Ibaka. I'm waiting for somebody to call me and tell me his business. If you fuck Serge Ibaka, can you please text me something?
Don't put out the bat signal for that.
I want anything you got. Hey, Serge. It's my buddy, by the way. It's my friend.
That is your friend.
It's my friend. All right. What else is happening?
My boy Meek Mill is back in the news because he announced the split with his baby mama,
Who he never confirmed.
who they said he never claimed. I disagree, but
He claimed Milano, right?
he claimed Milano.
He did. I think
He
so.
did it in a few little weird ways, but then it was like they had a spree. He claimed Milano.
He didn't take her on a red carpet.
He didn't take on a red carpet.
He
And
did.
to be fair, it's been a lot of COVID going around.
He didn't post a tastefully nude shoot of them together, him holding her stomach from behind and saying something like, "There's nothing sexier than Mother Earth."
he didn't do the cheesy shit. But they had mad photos together on boats, airplanes, all types of shit. So it's like, what do you call claiming these days?
It's not real until you come out and say, "This is my bitch" or "This is my nigga."
Well, that's the thing. He said my girl is having a baby when he was arguing with Nicki. So people kind of was mad at the rollout of how he even announced that he was having a baby and having a girl. Damn. It was like when you arguing with your ex, you're introducing us to the new. And we all fuck up on Twitter sometimes.
So do you think Meek Mill did that so that way people could know that his line is now open?
So yeah, he said he posted. He said, me and Milano decided to remain friends and build our child as separate parents. We still have mad love for each other. We both came to an understanding. There's no fallout either. Just moving forward, still love. This is protection, so social media won't think we're moving wrong.
Right.
So basically,
And then she put out a post saying, "I don't feel the need to make an announcement of my separation" or something like that. So it still didn't work the way he wanted it to. What's happening in Philly? What are you Philly people up to?
Shut up, man. We different, man.
Get your people.
Philly people, we always had an issue, man. We love hard though, and we protectors. We loyal people. We might move a little fucked up.
Maybe
we might do some crazy shit, but we loyal people.
Maybe they broke up because Milano found out he slept with Kim.
Nah. I think, you know what, honestly, man, I don't know. This is Philly business, to be honest. I don't know. But I think they always had some kind of understanding in their relationship. Like, to be honest, I feel like they always had a understanding that we don't know about. Because it's always seemed like a little loose, and it looked like it worked for them. And that's what we got to remember. Relationships got to work for you and the person. What everybody else think don't fucking matter. Well, they are dragging the shit out of me.
Hollywood Unlocked don't personally care, but we're going to be right there to report it.
No.
I also want to mention my friend Keisha Cole is now single. Now, I don't know what happened.
Wait, what?
I don't know what happened because
she was with the young boy.
I called her to ask what happened, but we had to have a private conversation first, but I'm going to hopefully be able to talk to her. She's now single and focused on her music.
Oh, man, I hate to see people breaking up with young kids, man. Like,
You know, it happens. Shit, my mom wasn't even in a relationship with my dad, so.
Hey, it does happen. You're right.
I am tired because I'm not eating. So
Feed
I have
that man.
so I have to go. Well, I can't eat because I have no appetite. So I'm gonna go figure out my life. But I just wanted to say I appreciate you. And today has been a great episode.
Hello.
And I want to end for those of you that stayed to the end with something that I have forgotten to say for the last couple shows. You know, we were off for a while and then the last couple shows. And a lot of you have said, oh my God, you haven't spoken on this. You haven't spoken on this. Why have you spoken on this? I want to send a very special shout out to Nicki Minaj, who is pregnant and who posted
Yes.
pregnancy photos of herself on Instagram. She looked extremely beautiful, extremely colorful. You definitely look like somebody shook the shit out of some Skittles and they all just landed in a photo. But nonetheless, you look good. And I hope and pray that, you know, motherhood does change people. And
Yeah.
I know that she's going to be a good mom. So I want to send my well wishes to her and Mr. Petty, her husband. And yeah, everybody's like, why didn't you wish her congratulations? Well, what people have to understand is if we post it on Hollywood Unlocked, that is our congratulations. We're not going to
Yeah.
be saying it. But I didn't mention it in the other shows, not because I didn't want to, because I did. I just there's so much going on, weight loss, Melissa's out, stuff like that. But I did not want to not congratulate her on her pregnancy, and I think she's going to be a great mom, and I'm hoping that it brings the happiness that she deserves to their relationship. And the photos were bomb, so that's it.
Hell yeah. And for everybody watching, if you're interested in being a radio personality, television personality, podcast personality,
Who's
check
up
out.
this week?
Oh, there you go. Check out the legendarymediagroup.com. Sign up. I'm opening up enrollment again for 10 people. So check it out. legendarymediagroup.com.
And lastly, please in the comments tell me how much I should charge for my OnlyFans subscription. This is not a joke. This is really me pooling my community because based on what you'd pay is where I will average my price rate. And there may be different levels, right? So I'm figuring it out. That was a real question, by the way.
I
All
don't have
right.
an answer, Jason.
But I would hope not, because I can tell you right now, if I see your subscription come through, damage me, you're going to have a conversation offline. All right, but look, you too, Charlemagne. Don't be subscribing to my shit. All right, but until then, everybody, we're out. Peace.
Peace.
What up, YouTube? Thank you for watching this reckless show.
Yeah, and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
And also don't forget to share and leave a comment because we are reading.